Everybody, welcome in to the PHNX Suns pregame show presented by Michelob ULTRA. A wonderful way to spend your Saturday evening. Suns basketball and Michelob ULTRA. I'm Lindsay. That's Saul. That's Flex. How you guys doing? I ain't seen you in a minute.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
How you doing?
I can't remember last time I saw you on a show together.
I'm surviving. Not quite thriving yet, but we'll get there.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
good. Saturday, Suns are playing well. Got a good opportunity to get a dub. So, yeah, exciting.
Surprisingly enough, this is the first Rockets game that I've been on the show for because I missed the first one. We had the Friday with the fellas on that one. Sick the next one. And so I'm finally here, but I'm already sick of the Rockets. And I wasn't even on the show for 2 of the 3 games. Are you guys tired of the Rockets?
You missed the first 3?
The first 2 of this 3.
Oh,
3 in 9 days. Yeah.
I don't want to watch the Rockets tonight.
I know.
Fuck. Nobody wants to watch the Rockets tonight. I'm glad that it's the front end of a back-to-back so we can watch like good players tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
I'm just like, because again, I missed both of those games, so I wasn't watching them live with you guys. I caught up on the shows and everything, but I'm like, why aren't we able to put this away early? What's going on here? Isn't that the whole purpose of the Rockets on the first night of back-to-back? You should be able to like put it away early, pull your starters out.
Probably the same reason we're not wanting to watch the Rockets. those guys are probably just like struggling to get up for the Rockets. So, yeah, I just think it's a matchup thing. We talked about it last game. They're 8th in defense, and they like to muck the game up a little bit. And so it hasn't been what we thought, but hopefully tonight we'll get a nice little double digit.
Yeah, the Suns just like to play with their food too damn much.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. And listen, the Rockets are capable, obviously, of beating you. Mm-hmm. They've done it once before. I don't think it's going to happen tonight, but, I think the Suns will send a message a little bit. I think last game was it's weird to say that in between games, because they were physical and they were talking trash in Houston. Then they came back and did it again on Friday or on Thursday. And so I just feel like tonight maybe the Suns are going to look to send a message and get it over with as fast as possible.
I hope so.
At least I hope.
I mean, Kevin Durant did say earlier on in the season that he's motivated by the off days, and he used a back-to-back as an example of that. You take care of one, you take care of 2 so that your off day directly after the set of back-to-backs, you can actually relax and enjoy your off day and not be thinking about the 2 games that came before that you should have played better. You should have done X, Y, and Z better. So hopefully we get a little bit of that tonight and put this one away early so the guys can get a little bit of rest because tomorrow is no easy task. Whoever made the schedule for the Suns in this particular pocket of games didn't do them any favors. That's for sure. How you have 3 games off and then play, what is it, like 4 and 5?
3 and 4 days. Yeah. 3 and 4
that's
days.
crazy.
It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. And the players have a legit gripe. I think we all have a legit gripe. Like the back-to-backs can so be avoided. Mm-hmm. They really can. And they just, I don't know what the league is thinking, especially if they want to play 82 games. Don't give the players an excuse and don't schedule back-to-backs. But when you do that, of course, that's going to wear players out. Injuries obviously spike on the back end of back-to-backs. Like, stop scheduling the back-to-backs. It's unnecessary.
Well, and also if a player is dealing with an injury, and we'll talk about injuries here in just a minute because Bradley Beal is back tonight, it is likely that they might want to take one of those 2 games off. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't shock me if Bradley Beal played tonight and didn't play tomorrow. I don't think that he should. I think he should try and play both, but it wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. But let's take a look at the injury report here because Bradley Beal is available for tonight's game. He was probable coming in after missing 5 games with that left hamstring injury. Eric Gordon and Nasir Little are both out. And then Steven Adams and Tari Eason on the Rockets are out as well. Are you excited to have Brad Beal back in action?
Yeah.
I'm just ready to watch them all play.
Okay.
Like I guess I'm numb to the injuries now. I'm
Okay.
just so numb to the injuries. Like they come, they go, they come, they go, they come, they go. All of them. Like I just want to. I'm at the point now where I'm like, I don't really give a shit who's healthy or who's not. I just want to see this team play well, and whoever's out, it doesn't really matter to me. I just want them to play well.
Yeah, I just want them to win tonight. I'm not getting into all the back and forth about it. Just win the basketball game. That's what matters. Win the game. I don't care how you win the game. Win the game, and then tomorrow we got OKC, Denver on Tuesday. More than anything, just get through the game healthy. That's it.
100%.
That's where I'm at.
Frank Vogel did say pregame that Eric Gordon potentially could play tomorrow, just maybe needed that one extra day to get feeling completely right. So hopefully we're all back and we all stay back here in the near future. All right. We do have a super chat from Leo real quick. We'll talk
Hold on real quick. Time out. Let's go back to that. You mean to tell me this whole time, this dude Prong has been screaming at us in the comments. Lindsay comes back and this dude goes lowercase.
Hey,
Are you
leave him
serious
alone.
right now?
No, it is
You
truly
leave him be.
oh my gosh, and it's two. It's
Two in a row, back to back.
Prong, are you okay?
This dude, are you serious right now?
You guys
I'm
be
not even
nice.
having it. No, I'm not having it at all.
Didn't you guys call him out on it the other day?
Yeah, and he still kept doing it.
Yeah, so maybe he decided to show up different today.
Puerto
Let them
Rico,
live
stand
their
up.
lives.
That's what we call fronting.
Ricardo Rincon, stand up, baby.
Whatever.
Puerto Rico.
Before we get to Leo, one quick one from Kev. Kev asked, is Beal still wearing the mask though or not? Yes. From what I understand, he's going to be wearing it for a hot minute because he still got that nose reset during the All-Star break. So that's going to take a few weeks to fully heal and settle.
Yeah.
And they don't want to risk any additional injuries to that. So I think he's still wearing it.
Yeah.
All right. Leo Super Chat. Thank you, Leo. They said, would y'all like Shake Milton for that last roster spot? Welcome back, Linz. Thank you. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't we get a Woj update that he's going to the
He
Knicks?
signed with the Knicks earlier, yeah.
Yeah.
So no.
So
And we didn't have any interest really in Shake Mountain. So
yeah. Even if we did,
yeah, it's
that's
too
kinda
too
done and
late.
over
He's
with
in New
at this
York,
point in
yeah.
time. All right. So since you guys saw the first two Rockets games in depth, and you went through them, what's the key for tonight with the Suns?
Oh no. Sorry.
Amelia, that was hilarious.
Amelia going at Flex right now.
Why? What
She said he uses caps so Flex can see.
Flex, you're not helping your case by not being able to read the comment.
I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking. I was looking that way, and I thought it probably rolled up by then.
Flex, the TV's over this way.
Amelia, I love you.
And Fran said, I'm good, fellas. Just not excited about this game tonight.
Yeah, neither
so
are
feeling
none
the
of
same
us.
vibes as
None
you
of
are.
us are. None of us. You know what? We will turn this around for the post game. We'll find some energy. I hope.
We'll try.
Yeah.
God help
I
us
mean,
all.
Fingers crossed.
To answer your question, I mean, when you see a team this many times back to back, you it's the same thing. I mean, I said it the other day. I'll stick to it. Suns got to be in between that 30 to 40 3-point attempts, and they will have absolutely no problems tonight. When they lower their attempts and they play a team like the Rockets, they're gonna shoot it and they're gonna push the tempo. Then you play with fire. So just shoot the ball. Put up them 3-point attempts. I think the Suns should be just fine.
I'm looking for two things. I'm looking at what the offense looks like when Book is out, especially now with Beal back. Is it going to make? It's going to make a difference. I assume so. I'm looking to see how their fourth quarter offense is going to execute. Moving forward, that's the big thing that I'm going to keep watching. Is how do they execute in the fourth quarter? Is it going to be stand and watch, or are they going to run some sets and get some guys in action to get open? Those are the two things that I'm really going to be focused on for the rest of the season. So I'm going to watch that tonight.
All right. Well, what are the guys going to be wearing in this one, Eric? We've got the Icon Edition and the Association Edition, so we've got the Suns purple and the Rockets white. I'm fine with this.
Yeah.
I like the Suns purple uniforms.
I do.
Can I just real quick give a shout out to the Rockets, their alternative logo, the one they have on the court when they wear their city edition with the astronaut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So dope.
That is really
Nice.
cool.
I'm super jealous of that one. If I was a Rockets fan, I would have all of that merch.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So they get kudos for that one. All right. Who you guys got tonight and by how much?
I have the Suns by 10. I think they're going to blow them out.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
got
hope
the
you're right.
Suns by 8. I think it's kind of, yeah, Suns by 8.
Gerald has them by 7. I have them by 6. I don't know. It's just with the way 1 and 2 went. I missed my bet last game on it too because I was
Yeah.
hoping
Oh,
that it was going to be
man.
closer to a blowout.
Man.
But Katie let me down anyway on the point
Yeah.
side of things. So
Yeah.
I was like, all right,
Yeah.
guys,
I
whatever.
thought that was in the bag for you.
I did too. And I was super disappointed, especially because at halftime I was like, oh yeah, I'll be okay.
It's in the
This is
bag,
good.
Yeah.
At least you weren't here for when Espo hit his.
Oh, I know.
Ugh.
No, I was. I was here for that.
Were you?
When he hit the Grayson Allen 2-point
Yeah.
exact field goal, yeah,
Were
I
you
was
for that?
here.
Oh,
Yeah.
you've been gone for
That's
so
what
long.
got her sick. Was Espo
That's
dancing?
exactly
on
what got me sick. I said, all right, I'm going to head out after this one. What do our friends at the BetMGM Sportsbook app think about tonight's game? Saul, you want to break this one down?
9.5. They're the Suns are favored by 9.5 at a minus 450. I mean, it's an enticing money line to take if you want to put some money on the Rockets.
333 is
to
random,
cover the
right?
spread. It's pretty high. It's pretty high. So, but I'm resisting temptation on that one. I took the over.
But it's also, have you ever seen a 333 odds? It's usually
I've never seen
like,
repeating numbers like
yeah,
that.
it's usually like
it's weird.
350, 400,
Yeah, it's
360. Like I've never seen
usually
333.
ends with a 0.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
so random to me.
Yeah.
All right, well, what are you guys putting your money on tonight?
All right. I need to get back on the winning track. So I took a 6-game parlay.
Oh my goodness.
I took the Suns spread at minus 9.5. I got PRA all the way down the board. Booker for 30, Beal for 15, KD for 30, Grayson for 20, and Nurk for 25. The Nurk for 25 and the Grayson for 20 are the ones that worry me the most. But then again, I mean, no, yeah. Those are the only ones that worry me the most.
Grayson is always one of those, one night it's in the bag, and then the
Yeah.
next night you miss it by 4.
That's why I took PRA.
He's
I didn't
so
want to
tough.
just rely on points.
Yeah. Flex, what about you?
Yeah, I'm changing the routine up. I'm going with Espo now.
Oh.
I got 23 games left, so I'm swinging for the fences.
Okay.
Fred VanVleet, first bucket.
Oh,
Plus-
so
An
you-
exact method of a
Yeah, I'm
two-pointer.
So you
not-
think the Suns are going to miss their first shot?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If they,
Well,
'Cause
because
they're gonna win
Nurk's
the tip.
obviously winning the
Yeah,
tip.
Yeah.
That's a plus 2,500. All
Yeah.
right, I'm not mad at
So
it.
Flex is going to lose his bet on the first shot.
Well, Flex and
might.
one
I
of us
might.
is either we're both going to lose or we're going to know pretty early because I also took a first field goal. But I have it for the Suns, not of the game, and I went with Nurk tonight. I was going to go with KD, but then he let me down the other night, so I'm a little bit mad at
Nurk,
him.
huh? They have not gone to Nurk for the first bucket in quite some time.
I know, but and now that Beal's back, I'm like, I wonder if I should have changed it to Beal.
Yeah, I think
No,
it's
but
gonna be
here's the
Beal.
thing: is
so I
that
think it's gonna be. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
like when Beal's been back, they draw all the attention away, and then they just slip a little pocket pass
That
to
is
Nurk,
true.
and he lays it in.
Yeah.
Like
But
I feel like they've done that pretty
I feel
often.
like oftentimes they have tried to get Beal that first look just to like,
Yeah.
hey, you're back. 'Cause
Yeah, I
that's what Espo hit that first time.
Mm-hmm.
That was his first big hit.
That was
of
his
the-
first
of
one. Yeah.
the-
Yeah, I think Nurk's gonna win a jump ball. They're gonna try to get Beal a quick look. Beal's gonna miss it. They're gonna go down transition. Van Vliet's gonna hit a mid-range jumper, 2,500 in the bag.
Okay, how about this instead?
Yeah.
The Suns win the tip. They get it to Beal. He misses. Nurk gets the rebound, puts it back. So I win. Then they go back down. Oh, wait, no, because yours
No,
was
It's
first
got to
field
be
goal
the
of
other way
game.
around. Yeah,
You're right. You're right.
You guys
Yeah.
could actually both
Because
win.
yours was
Yeah,
a
you
game.
both could
We
win.
could-
We could both
both could
technically
win.
win because mine is just
I-
for Suns. I
Right,
forgot
so
yours
I can
was
hit
of the
mine
game.
first, and then you get
That's
yours,
fair.
and
Let's
we
do
win.
that. That's fine.
Yeah, let's
I'm
do
okay
that.
with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What's Espo betting on tonight? Let's see. Oh, okay. Espo is riding with KD to score 40 points tonight at a plus 1,300. This one's a little bit different for Espo. I feel
Espo
like.
must have the flu too.
He must.
Nah, Espo playing with house money, man. He could
I
take
know
these
he's
swings.
I mean,
going to
that's
keep taking
true.
big swings just because
Yeah.
why
Why
not?
not? I mean, am I wrong? Is KD not due for a pretty
No,
decent
yeah,
night
I
out?
think
Sure
he can
he is.
hit that tonight.
For sure he is.
Well, Espo has $10 to lose. He's got $303.50 to his name right now. Saul has $158.76. I have $37.23. And Flex, you are minus 106.01.
Fred VanVleet about to get me back to second place almost tonight.
Sheesh.
One bucket.
So betting and math, not your strong suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, what are you talking about? It's a plus 2,500. I'm down 100. I'm gonna have almost 150.
he would
If
pass
you
me.
lose,
That's fair.
if
He
you
would
lose,
pass me.
come
Math,
on.
not my strong suit.
Yeah, there we go. Correction.
Oh my goodness. Kev says if Espo hits, that would be the biggest brain move. Espo always hits
If
those
Espo
ridiculous
hits
ones,
tonight,
though.
man,
I don't
He
know.
doesn't always hit those. He's got like a 2% win percentage.
He does, technically.
So it's not
He's only
always.
won like
It's like
3 times
barely
this whole
ever.
season.
But those 2 are so big that it gives him such
Two.
But
a huge
clearly
advantage.
it works.
no, I ain't mad
Clearly
at him.
it works.
2 for 59 though. That's what he's batting right
Kyle
now.
Schwarber.
2
Well,
for 59.
if it works, it works. If you guys want to get in on the action and take any of our bets, you can sign up for the BetMGM Sportsbook app and make sure you sign up using that bonus code PHNX. When you use that bonus code, all you got to do is place your first BetMGM Sportsbook wager through the BetMGM Sportsbook mobile app of at least $5, and you are going to receive $150 instantly in additional winnings, regardless of your wager's outcome. You can check out the show notes for full details, and now you can listen to Damon talk about the disclaimer.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 Massachusetts. 21 plus to wager. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF Iowa. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help Michigan. 1-800-981-0023 Puerto Rico in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. Visit BetMGM.com for terms. This promotional offer is not available in New York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto
So
Rico.
I thought that's what she was talking about.
So there is this really cool thing going on the BetMGM Sportsbook app right now. I've played it 3 days in a row. I haven't won yet, but it's the fast break kind of. It's like a daily prize thing, and you either you get to play as the point guard, right? And it's for bonus. Like you don't have to put any money down on it. It's just for bonus bets. You can either pass to Kevin Garnett, pass to Jalen Rose, or dunk it. And if you score, you end up winning some prizes. But it's absolutely free. All you got to do is log in and then pick your poison, and you could potentially win some prizes from it. So if you guys haven't checked that out,
That's interesting.
you should, because I feel like you could probably win some cool prizes on it. All right, we do have a super chat from Mega Nap. They said, any of y'all managed to get lucky getting the new colorway of the book ones?
Yeah, I tried the first one and then I stopped. I'm not trying it anymore. I'm done.
Yeah, I didn't try to be
I've
completely
never
honest with
tried.
you.
I'm not playing this game.
Yeah. I'm just not a sneakers app person. I'm sure I could have gotten the first colorway. I just didn't feel like using an ask for it, to be completely honest with you. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Because I wasn't sure. In some pictures on the Mirage colorway, the first one that came out, they looked like they were more of a taupe, which I liked. But then some pictures they pulled really gray.
No,
And I don't like gray.
I've seen them in person. They're clean. They're
But
not,
are they a taupe or a gray?
They're a taupe. They're definitely a taupe.
Okay, well then I probably would have
Yeah.
liked them. But that made me nervous, and I was like, if I get gray ones,
Yeah,
I'm not
they
going to
definitely
wear
don't
gray.
look gray at all.
Okay. Well, that's the hard part with not being able to see shoes ahead of time
Yeah.
and having to commit to buying them on the internet.
Yeah.
But hopefully we'll get a wider release where it's just you can go into the store and you can try them on
It's gonna happen.
and pick your size. Yeah.
Be patient.
It's just
They'll
hard
be
to
there.
be patient.
Yeah, I get it.
It is. All right, guys. Last thing for the pregame show, we have a special night ahead of us because Amar'e Stoudemire is going to be inducted into the Suns Ring of Honor tonight. Here's what Frank Vogel had to say about the honor.
He's one of the best dunkers in NBA history. One of them. Just the electric attack in the rim, the perfect complement to Steve's IQ and pace. The 7 seconds of the last era would not have been what it was without Amar'e Stoudemire. Definitely a respected member of the NBA community and one of the best Suns of all time.
And of course, we have to hear from Devin Booker as well.
I'm looking forward to it. I've developed a relationship with Amar'e as soon as I got here, even though he was living on the East Coast. And, he's somebody that would keep in contact with me, even on random games that you think nobody's watching. And when we were getting our head beaten every night, he'd still text me, like, keep going, youngin'. And that means a lot. I've always showed respect to the ones that came before me, and they've always returned that. So somebody that's much deserving for it. He's a fan favorite in the Valley for obvious reasons. And, the team hasn't seen anything like him since.
Was there ever a piece of advice that he gave you that really sticks with you?
Just keep going. When it's those type of guys, you have a lot of respect for. Any message from them, does a great deal, especially when I'm 18, 19 years old. And, they would come out here and we'd still lose the game. They hit me after and be like, what are we doing? Let's go do dinner or something. So I've seen him with his son courtside. That was my first time meeting him. So, it's dope for him to be honored in front of his family and friends. And like I said, it's much deserved.
Hopefully, so from what we're hearing, because Suns Valley AZ said, will it be before tip-off this time? It's going to be at halftime this time around. I know Sean Marion's was after the game, And it was kind of an awkward situation because the Suns got their butts whooped in that game. So a lot of people had left, and it sort of sucked the air out of the arena before we could even get to the celebration part. I'm not entirely sure why. I don't recall.
It's very odd that they would do it after the game.
It's usually halftime. Always been halftime.
It's usually every city that does this. Usually, it's either at halftime or even sometimes before the game, but never after.
Who did they
You can't
lose
predict
to?
what's going to happen in the game and how the fans are going to feel.
I think part of that the thought process was they didn't want to feel timed.
Well, they did have a lot of people in the building for that one too.
So
but they've had that happen before.
I don't think they wanted to feel timed, and they tried to see if they can get away with it, and didn't work. So I think now they got Amar'e at halftime. But again, it's going to be time because you can't keep those guys in the locker room for an hour.
Feels like maybe it just wasn't meant to be for Marion.
I think they are adding an extra 10 to 15 minutes on halftime, so it'll be a little bit extended.
They usually do about an extra 5, so it makes it a 20-minute halftime.
I mean, one positive is that whoever is in attendance hopefully won't be as wasted this time around. I feel like a lot of people were very concerned about what was going to come out of some of those guys' mouths by the time we reached the end of the game because they were all going to be super hammered.
I remember what you're talking about, Lindsay.
No, my man, and you got a point.
I'm glad that you remember.
No,
I remember. I remember.
Behind the scenes,
No, you got a
people were
point.
talking about it a lot.
We got a point. I mean, Sean got some in that night. So when you can see when he was talking.
Yeah.
And so that's important too. I think they learned some lessons. Sean is the guy that sets the tone, and they corrected all the errors. Poor Sean.
Maybe it just wasn't meant to be.
I mean, he's in there, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. He had a great ceremony, and it was a fun celebration, and they had tons of people there as well. Plus, he got a really cool pair of shoes from Book. So, it wasn't a bad ceremony. It's just better to do it at halftime, in my opinion. What's y'all's favorite memory of Amar'e?
To me, it was obviously the dunk against the Clippers when Steph dropped it off to him, and he just yacked all over. I forgot who he dunked all over. Olowokandi. He dunked all over Olowokandi. And to me, that kind of signaled like a little bit of excitement back into this franchise. And then the following year, obviously, we got Steve Nash, and we were off to the races. So that's one of my favorite memories. I mean, there's also a couple other memories that I have, but that's the one that sticks out the most.
Yeah, Stat was my guy, man. One of my favorite players ever to watch. One of my favorite players ever in a Suns uniform. I loved that when he left the Suns. I obviously didn't love that he left the Suns, but when he left, he went to New York. And so I was able to watch a lot of Amar'e in New York. My favorite moment is probably not going to be a dunk. It's a block. Big primetime game at the time. Sacramento was the team that was still kind of at the top of the conference, and we played in Sacramento. I want to say it might have been your boy Bibby. Tried to get a little float on the baseline, and Amar'e blocked it to win the game. And he had the iconic. He put the Suns, pulled up his shirt, and went right in front of the camera like, "We here." And that was a 62-win season. That was Nash's first season. So I remember early in the year, that was like the first sign that I got that, like, damn, this team could be special. Because they went to Sacramento and did something that we weren't doing before that. So, yeah, man, Stat got a whole bunch of them, though.
Do you guys think that now that these two are in the Ring of Honor, that they'll come around a little bit more?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's only been a few months for Sean Marion and then obviously Amar'e tonight, but just moving forward, do you think that this is enough of an olive branch to have them come around?
Yeah, I don't think it even had much to do with that. I think it just was the change in ownership and the franchise embracing them once again. Obviously under Sarver, it was a completely different feel and vibe about it.
Yeah.
And so I think this definitely is a step in the right direction. I definitely think that those two will be less, obtuse about the Suns anymore. And they had every right to be. I mean, to be honest with you, like they both should have been in the Ring of Honor a long time ago. And that's because the former owner didn't know what the fuck he was doing. So
yeah,
now they do.
Yeah, I think they will. First of all, they should have been in the Ring of Honor. They both left with, for lack of better words, beef with the owner. Sean's name was being thrown around. They wouldn't give him his extension. Mm-hmm. He kept shopping him around and disrespecting him and sent him to Miami. And then with Amar'e, it was contractual, but there's a little bit of a story. I heard Devin say something about the number one. the other day, and there's a little backstory behind that. But at the end of the day, I'm glad Devin's the guy wearing number 1, but I do believe that there's something that Amar'e took personal with that. Didn't like that, but ultimately it was Devin, and Devin said it the other day. Don't take my word for it. Devin went on the podium and said he's the reason I wear number 1. And there's some stuff behind that. So I think Robert Sarver did a lot of things to these guys that pissed him off, and I wouldn't have come back either. But now we got new ownership, and they're welcome. I think we'll see a lot of them.
Good. I mean, I feel like it hurts just the fans more than anybody, and the players themselves. Like, they don't get to be a part of that community that they helped build up. And I think that's super just, it's not cool.
It's very selfish of
cheeks.
One individual to kind of think that they're so above everything else and really paying respect to players that have given everything that they have to the franchise. It's just the dumbest thing ever. It really is. And I'm glad it's over. I'm glad that dude's gone. Even if I was an owner and I absolutely hated a player, if you understand the game and the history of the game and you want to respect the game, like you'll get over yourself and make sure you acknowledge that person. You should, but
I mean, even if you don't give a shit about the game or the history or respecting it, if you want to make money and have star players come to your franchise, you play the game.
Yeah.
So, like, regardless, you just
stupid man.
Double boo boo.
He's a stupid man.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was dumb.
Yeah, not smart.
All right. Well, that'll do it for our pregame show. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We will be back with the postgame show after this one wraps up. So make sure you come and hang out with us then. Also want to remind you guys about our tea party that is coming up. It's going to be happening out at Dobson Ranch on March 23rd at 5 p.m. We are going to watch the Suns basketball game. We're going to be hanging out on the driving range. We're going to have competitions, prizes, giveaways, all the good stuff. It is presented by Four Peaks Brewing Company, and you can get your tickets right now over at gophnx.com. Just click the events tab. It'll have all the information there. And if you're a diehard, you get a discount because diehards get discounts to all of our events. So don't miss out. It's always a good time. I feel like the weather is going to be really nice for that one too.
I hope so. It's only in 3 weeks. So
yeah.
perfect.
So you can bring the whole family. You can come as a solo. I'm telling you, I've told you guys this multiple times. The best thing about our events is that even if you come as a solo, you're still going to feel welcomed into a group. It's not going to be awkward. And I know that's always one of like the hardest things rolling up to an event solo, but you're going to end up meeting friends who also love Suns basketball, who are there to have a great time. So don't be nervous.
Just
if you're
come find
solo.
Lindsay and she'll introduce you to all the people.
I will. Okay. Bye.
We all silly like the mayor.